All right, good evening. Happy Thursday. We're in another episode of D&T Digital Talk, episode 5. And we got something we want to discuss or review on our show tonight. There was basically some words exchanged between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. They had an interview yesterday, and they had some words exchanged. Something along the lines is the miscommunication or anything like that. But we want to basically review the video and see our intake on it. I know we may have a different intake on it. My name is Darius, DJ What Now? And we have Terica.
Terica Nichelle, plus size model.
And we here for, again, episode 5. And we want to get right into it for the reaction.
True.
5150 in the house. Is this the first or the second show of the year?
Second.
You hear it, right?
Second show of the year. We jumping it on. Y'all already know what's up. I'm Corey Holcomb, eating these cherry sours I shouldn't be eating. This is Darlene OG Ortiz, for people who don't know.
Thank you for that. Oh my God, not the full thing.
I was on time. I'm gonna just say that.
Hey,
Yes,
we
it is.
expected it. I already knew. That's why I got here almost on time.
I was on time.
My man. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming.
So how would you purify water in case of a blackout? Oh, I'd boil it. Boiling kills bacteria, but it doesn't remove contaminants. Plus, it takes a long time. In an emergency, we need a method that's effective.
Anton in the house. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you're here because people need to see a clash like this. Not a clash within something bad, just people who got something to say, like what you say and what I say. I think it's going to be interesting.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, we had a great conversation too. We had time before you got here, so we had a great
I
conversation.
buttered it up, so
You don't need
That's
to
what's
butter.
up.
I
You
made
don't need
sure
to butter
that I
me
made
up.
sure that she felt good about this.
Yeah, man, you don't need to butter.
We still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here, so Darlene can have something to do after the show. That should be proud of.
Oh, brother, too old. That man.
Would you like to see Shannon Sharp on there?
That would be interesting.
It would be. It would be.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Very
continue.
much a fan of Shannon.
I am too. I am too. Despite what happened to him, I'm a fan of him, so for sure.
Yeah.
And he's still doing good. He's still doing good.
Yeah, he got a good comeback, so I'm happy about that for him.
Right. Me too. Let's get back to
Don't
it.
want this.
I know.
Your
that.
chat think they tough.
Who
I
cares?
noticed.
They think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We
You
seen
charging them up.
we seen
Uh-oh, here we
we
go.
seen
Yeah.
worse. You know, I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture.
You know, I always hate
promise to
motherfuckers
God,
talk,
bro.
And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you open it up and it's like, oh, no post, no nothing. It's like,
Somebody
oh,
said-
okay.
We don't take that serious.
Exactly. Keyboard cowards is what I call them.
Do you trust people with no profile picture?
No. It'd be funny because they the main ones that got all the mouth. But
Yep.
I'm like, real
Yep.
life, you a punk.
Exactly. So when we're gonna go live, I'm gonna follow that motive. I'm not answering to someone that don't have a profile picture.
Right.
Like at least their face, the actual face.
Right.
Those are
It's
computer
real life.
bullies.
We know that you ain't gonna step up. You ain't gonna step up to me like that.
Exactly.
Somebody said, what Craig had, he on time out. Craig had a show, fool.
That's right.
Craig going out here doing his thing.
Papa Craig.
But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say. I know we ain't going to be able to get to it all, but
We gonna try.
there's so much to say. I got to ask you this just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you feel? Because we ain't going to do all politics, because that ain't what the show
We
about.
gotta get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons?
I
I'm
think
talking
that's a
about
part
this
of the
nation,
game.
the U.S.
That's the part of the game.
When you say the part of the game, I don't understand. Do you think-
Everybody done been conquered. Slavery didn't existed way before we ever came in here. So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't
Like what? Give me an example.
like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like, what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
Yeah, the transatlantic slave trade.
You smart man.
Right. I studied it. I know all about it.
So it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were
sold by
robbed.
Africans.
They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You saying all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you
So what?
I said that's actually the first time I actually heard that the Africans sold us to
They
the
did.
white people versus
Yeah, they did.
them. We was always told that they came and got us. They just stole us.
Nope, they sold us. They sold us. They really did. Yep. It was a transactional exchange, and they sold us. And that's how we got here from that. And from our ancestors that's already here, we mix and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's very true.
I just think about how much they told us in school was not accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you got a point. It's crazy. A lot of things we haven't learned correctly has been like a lot of misleading information when we was in school, when we was growing up and stuff. So, yep. Thank God for libraries. Thank God for online. Thank God for AI.
Right.
It's crazy.
Totally agree.
think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No,
Why do you
hold on.
think-
Let's
why-
stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people. That's the truth. So what I'm trying to understand is,
Was slavery in the United States before?
slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, and this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you mean?
What do y'all want?
What
Like,
do you want?
because y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for. What is going to help
over
y'all?
a whole thing that has happened.
Because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through.
Like-
You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't
And so-
understand. What are you saying? Like, I'm
Because
trying to
most of the
understand-
niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes. Definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You
You agree with that?
I don't.
You think they
agree with
skipped
that.
over racism? Was that?
I don't agree with that because the reason why I said I don't agree with that, even if we are ourselves is not directly dealt with, I'm quite sure. I mean, I've dealt with racism, but if they have not directly dealt with it, it is an environment thing. So sometimes environment things that we that has been passed on, you know what I'm saying? It actually affect the current people that never dealt with racism. So he is talking a little bit, lefty for me. But, you know, I don't think we can't overlook racism at all. Even, and then he said something about what do the black people want? What? Like, do you understand how deaf that thing is and how mental that thing is? For black people to go through racism for years and years, and how that set back our history. You know what I'm saying? Our culture altogether. You know, that's how I feel. And not saying that we can't. It's like we just catching up in my sense of a lot of things. You know.
So I'm gonna try to make it of an understanding of what he was trying to say. For me, racism does exist. That is true. For me, I haven't really dealt with racism before, so I really don't know how racism is directly towards me. I dealt with prejudiced people. I dealt with people that would say something behind my back, but pretend they, we kumbaya, and we really not, because they don't really like me at all. But I haven't really dealt with racism in front of me, so far as like them saying names, call me names and this and that. It's never been that for me. I never experienced that, even from cops or anything like that. Never experienced that. A lot of times where cops pull me over, they let me go. A lot of times. I even last year I got pulled over by a cop. I had to get out the car. They searched me. And it was a black cop. It wasn't a white cop. It was a black cop. The white cop was with him, but he was training. The black cop did all the searching me and stuff like that. Searched my whole car, searched me from head to toe, and found nothing in my car. All because racial profile, but he was black too. But all because I was driving a little bit slower than the speed limit, but it was only like a two miles slower than the speed limit. And I was on a throughway and it was raining. It was raining outside. It's a what?
I said that do sound. It was raining and
it was raining. Still pulled me over. Yes. Yeah. I think another reason was due to I don't know if it was. I think he said something about I didn't. I don't know. I think I was supposed to be on the other lane or something like that, and I didn't go over the other lane in time with my clickers was on. Yeah, I think so. I think it was the main reason why they pulled me over. But to search my car because of all that was kind of weird.
Well, legally, only way he can search your car if you gave him permission to. That's the only way. He cannot do it without proper cause. Always remember.
That's true. That's true. He did get.
You allowed him to, and gave him permission. That's what got him able to search your car. But typically in North Carolina, they cannot do it without proper cause. I don't know about any other state, but he didn't have no proper cause, even if you was driving slow. He racial profile you, even though he was black himself. He racial profile you.
Yeah, I agree, which is crazy.
That couldn't be me, because I would have been. I've been enraged, baby.
He was questioning if I had crack cocaine in my car. He was questioning that I had crack cocaine in my car. He said because I had a tow. He was questioning if I had crack cocaine in my car.
Oh yeah.
He's questioning that because I had a tote in my car where I made soap. I make my own soap, so it was powder in the tote, but it was detergent. So they looked in there and they smelt it, and it was like, oh, it's detergent. So they let me go.
I ain't gonna tell you, we online.
Nothing.
So, I've had a situation. It was maybe about 2-3 years ago. It was a new cop. He was a rookie, and I would say he about in his 20s, early 20s, and he stopped me. I'm like, why did he do that? He stopped me, and he couldn't give me no reason why. And he made me get out. If you make me get out, I'm gonna go ahead and start reporting. So I started recording and stuff, and then he called the cops and stuff. I mean, back up. I don't even know why he was calling or whatever. And I was like, I know your job better than you do. And I was just telling him what he shouldn't did and what he should not did or whatever. And they made him apologize to me because he was wrong, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. He's like, it was a black guy, he came, he said, let me talk to her. And yeah, he made him apologize. I don't know, was that his supervisor was on him or what? He made him apologize to me that he shouldn't stop me. I don't even remember the reason why he said he stopped me or whatever, but yeah, he made him apologize to me. He said, one thing about it, you can't, she could have make you lose your job, you know, so, or whatever. And I believe my sister still got that recording, but he was very rude to me. Like he was about to arrest me, and it was crazy. I think it was a little bit after the George Floyd thing happened. So
George Floyd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you just got to know your rights, definitely. But
Yeah,
most
right.
of the time I'll cooperate. I do. But when you come off at me wrong or whatever, if you start triggering me, I'm gonna ask for somebody else. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, and that's the key. Cooperate. You have to cooperate, because if you don't cooperate, it can lead to more issues, and people seeing videos and can take it the wrong way, like the cop wasn't doing their job or wasn't doing their job correctly. But the whole time, there was following instructions, their guidelines, and some people don't cooperate, and that's what causes issues.
Yeah. But you can also ask for someone else, you know.
Right, right. But also don't cuss them out trying to ask for
Oh
somebody
no.
else. Like that's the issue. Like you gotta be. I get it. We're gonna be frustrated, but we have to cooperate, especially if we want this to wrap this up and not, take forever to follow instructions.
Yeah, but my thing is sometimes even when you follow instructions, they mean and rude to you. And
Some right, and that's true. Some cops are, but that's where you might have to sue them. I would assume if it comes to that, if they still rude and mean to me and they trying to be aggressive, and I'm cooperating the whole time and I'm being polite and nice as I can, and they still trying to push my buttons, yeah, I'm gonna probably sue them. I will sue them because they out of line now, they out of hand, and they
right.
going over their power, and that's not
I
cool.
probably would have went over his head if he didn't apologize, you know.
Yeah,
But he apologized, so, and I wish him well on his career, you know.
yeah.
I told him I'll try that no more though.
Yeah, but what Antoine Daniels was saying is basically, I mean, yeah, slavery's still there, but we have to stop being victims on something that we wasn't a part of a long time ago. Slavery still exists, but it's different than what it was
Yeah,
back in like the
I
1950s,
agree. I agree.
1960s,
It's
1970s.
not like what it
It's
was back
different.
then. Exactly.
Right. Yeah, it's different. So people got to stop playing victim and going through the victim Olympics and trying to feel like, oh, it's the white man's fault. Like, no, like we got to stop that. This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's not had nothing to do with us at all. Has nothing to do with us. Everything to do with our past ancestors, not us. So
Yeah.
that's what he meant. I feel like that's what he meant by that.
But then I also feel like I said earlier, that some things can be passed down trauma wise. But
Right.
we as
Right.
a generation can stop that. You know, we can make a
Right.
difference in it. You know, we
Well,
can change that.
sometimes, yeah, and sometimes generations can't stop that from change, because maybe they don't like the fact that their parents or their ancestors acted the way they acted. So I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be like them. It was wrong,
Right.
especially from education, right? Have a whole factor from that. No,
You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But do you
That's a
understand,
fact.
Do you understand
That's true.
that
Black on
it's
black crime.
made like that on purpose? The position
It's the system.
the
The system
position
against
that-
us. I got it.
Okay, but the
Heard that
position
already.
you and your people are in,
Who was my people?
black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
That's why
brown.
you start
Brown
believing it.
then.
No.
Maybe
We
I'm
not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first.
That's how you feel. What about you?
I used to think that, but that don't fly. I'm gonna tell you why. God all made us a different color for a reason. You feel me? I feel like we was taught, because I go to a multicultural church. I've been going to a multicultural church like since my daughter was small, and they used to teach us that colors don't matter and stuff like that. And at first I was with it. I was like, okay, color don't matter, but that's not true when riots and stuff break out and stuff. You know, they calling us, you know, they still racist. The people in the church are still racist. They still look at us beneath them and stuff like that. Yes, color does matter. It shouldn't matter, and it, especially in the body of Christ, but it still does. It still holds weight. It definitely holds weight, you know, or whatever. Just that's some tough stuff right there. What you think?
Okay. I'm a proud Black American. I'm a proud Black American. That's how I feel about it. I'm a proud Black American.
Explain.
Is that?
Explain. Go in details.
Well, I'm a Black male, right? Who was born in the United States of America. So that's considered I'm Black American.
Okay, I get what you're saying now.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by that. I'm not African. You know, I'm not Jamaican as far as like I was born from there. I'm born in America. I'm a Black American.
But the way
That's-
he
that's
sounds
how I
like
feel.
he's not even relating himself as a Black.
He's comparing, so he's saying he's same as from everyone else. We're human. We're Christian. He's Christian. So he believes in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
But that's
He-
not the
he-
question
he's
he
saying-
asked him.
So it's like, okay, think about it like this. Think about it like this. Will you, if we go to heaven, right?
I know
We're
that.
not gonna look. We're not gonna
I
be on our.
understand all of that. I do. But we're still in the flesh, and we still here on earth, and we still deal with racism and colorism and all that.
In the flesh, I'm a Black American.
Right.
In the flesh, I'm a Black American. My spirit is otherwise, but my
Yeah.
flesh, I'm Black American.
But we still have to deal with those situations. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Am
depending
I
on
racist or anything, or do I have a problem with another color? No, I don't. I'm very well rounded person. I have a lot of different colors in my family and everything. But my thing is, like, when it comes to like, for instance, if we would have a riot today or whatever, they gonna say most of us are the ones out there doing the riots and stuff. And I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. It's a lot to unpack, I could say, or whatever. I understand that he put his belief first, but there's situations, you know, ahead of us that we have to deal with. You know, as far as color, we still got a long ways to go to actually be the way that he sees it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know how racism is. I never experienced it in person before, so I don't really know how it was like from that. I know I've been, let me take that back. People have been prejudiced towards me, right? Black people, mainly Black people, there's been prejudice towards me. I dealt with that, but I haven't really dealt with racism from like other races or anything like that. I really haven't. So I can't really compare. 'Cause I've never been through that before. And I'm gonna say yet, because maybe I will someday in the future, maybe. But from my lifetime, I haven't dealt with that before.
Well, that's good that you haven't, but I have, you know. It's just sometimes people discriminate just the way you look, of the color of your skin, which is ridiculous to me.
I mean,
Well,
black people discriminate other black people.
yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, that's true. And we also have an issue with colorism. You know,
Yeah.
somebody being lighter or darker, that comes from slavery.
What I've seen, and I'm seeing it from other people, our color, right? I hate talking negative about it, but I have to say it. We are becoming what we hate, if that makes sense. Because we hate racism, right? Right? We don't like racism. We don't like people
Right.
being disrespectful to other races and stuff like that, right? We're becoming that people. I've seen a lot not a lot, but a few black people that I know, our color, us, saying some derogatory language towards white people and towards Spanish people and towards Asians and stuff
Well,
like
then
that.
they're racist. I mean, there's no sugarcoating
But
to
the
it.
most ignorant thing I ever heard from us is the fact that we say we're not racist because we're black. Black people can't be racist. That's the most
Well, that's
ignorant
not
thing I ever heard. That's the most ignorant thing I ever. Right, that's not true. But a lot of us say it. A lot of people say it. A lot say
no.
it. It's so ignorant. It doesn't make sense. But
Yeah, it is. That would be well. Then that applies to them too. If a black person doesn't like a white person or what you call it, Caucasian person because of their skin and their color, that's ignorant to me.
yeah,
That's some crazy work.
exactly. It really is. It's crazy. But I
Yeah.
think that's basically what he's explaining from his side of things. I mean, our opinion is different. Like some proud black American male.
I'm glad you are.
Yes.
I don't claim none of that other shit. You not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people.
Mexicans are different.
Why do I have an
Hispanics are
obligation to
different.
fuck with somebody
Different
just
languages
because
also.
he black?
Okay.
And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay. Well, trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And
where
I'm from
it was-
Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
We was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
you say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why.
Well, I'm racist. I don't know a lot of racism in me. But
Absolutely.
maybe you can show me something I don't know.
We're gonna get there.
I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own.
At least he's
like,
open to it.
No,
trying to
when,
solve it,
when
right?
Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
we
I
talked about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation like men. It's like a
Absolutely.
lot of stuff he said right now, I disagree with so much. But
Both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have
Okay,
the hopes.
sorry.
I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't guaranteed. I'm not
And
blind
I
or
have the
stupid.
hopes that I'm gonna get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't
really
know
do.
nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, he's Republican also.
I could tell he's Republican now. But I do have to say that sometimes it might not be old boy's fault that he only grew up around his race, because there's a lot of small towns that only grew up around, the culture is mostly
Right.
black, or you might have maybe three whites, and it might be the other way around too. Like me,
Right.
I grew up in an area that had predominantly white people, so that's not his fault. But at the same time, as he grew up, he learned how to kind of evolve himself a little bit more. So I get that where he coming from on that end.
Yeah.
But he did hit up. It was a blow.
He would.
About Democrats like that.
I mean, but I will say this because I know a little bit about his upbringing. As far as he was never Republican for a long time. He just switched to Republican once Donald Trump became president. Right? He used to be Democrat. There's even old videos of him saying a lot of stuff when he was Democrat. Because he voted for Obama when Obama was president twice. Right? So he at the time was Democrat, and then he switched over to Republican, similar to me, but in different ways, different aspects of it. So for him, he just got tired of voting for the same thing, the same people all the time, and nothing really has changed for our country. So he felt like switching to Republican, maybe there could be a change because I feel like I'm doing something more about it, as far as doing the same thing as everyone else does, voting for the same party. So I get why he switched, but we all have different opinions from it.
Stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker.
Right.
That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we agreed on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we got there. But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day, and she said, "I know you hate the what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blanking right now.
Oh my God,
Dr. Bryant." And I'm like, I don't hate nobody. Where do you get hate from? And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything, and I listened to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter, and I don't know how to get money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you said, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
And it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic,
Right.
ma'am.
Right?
You can ask on the mic. God damn it.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Is it, do you think black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
no, I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people. It's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to,
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and programs and things like that.
the main way that
They need to be empowered to be racist, to be quite
But
honest.
see, that's what I was going to say. Y'all, that's the argument that black people make, is that you can't be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wound up becoming the president of the United States of America for the second time, almost get everything taken away from him. Literally.
That's true.
And he was basically being taken down by black people. Kamala Harris, Letitia James, who was the, in New York, Fawny Willis, down in Georgia. All of those are black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris months before they actually started this campaign during the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct and if it's all about white people and all of the energy is going towards a person that black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America, but we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.